We're live. We're live. Who's feeling demonic? I know I am, because we're just about to launch Lady Death Demonic Omens, kicking off the major hell-getting storyline from Coffin Comics. It's all been leading up to here and now, folks. Lady Death's 30th anniversary is this Friday, but in a half hour, we're kicking off this brand new Kickstarter campaign, Demonic Omens. I want to thank everybody who pre-signed up for this launch. And I hope you guys and gals are ready to get wicked, because you know I am. Leaning into the demonic type of storyline is just up my alley, giving you the type of blasphemy and insanity that you expect from Coffin Comics in the minds of Brian Pulido and Mike McLean. Man, all right, now I'm going to go to my trailer. Thanks. Talk soon. Oh, no, I guess I can't. All right, let me set the scene. We're going to launch this Kickstarter in about a half hour, 27 minutes thereabouts. But as we sit, we are in New HQ in an early iteration of Coffin Comics Studios. This is a room that allows us to do all kinds of cool stuff, green screens, backdrops, etc. And I am joined by the crew. This is a very modest Kickstarter launch because you know why? We're heading towards Swornfest, people. So in 2 weeks, 3 weeks and change, we're doing Swornfest. So all effort is into completing Coffin Comics HQ. So when you guys and gals get here, you are knocked out by what you see. You deserve the best, so we're working our heinies off for you. Again, Demonic Omens, stoked. Check out the image. Diego Bernard, Wes Hartman rocking it. Lady Death, crazy demons overtaking Times Square. It feels like it's like good to be back home. The Lady Death storyline, Lady Death the Reckoning, started out as a girl named Hope who sacrificed her humanity to save her mother's soul from the devil in hell. And it's time to bookend it, to revisit this theme and bring back the biggest bad of all, Satanus. So really, you got to ask yourself, are you feeling demonic? Because I know I am. Look, I could not do this alone, so I'm going to bring in the one and only bad boy of Maricopa County. He's fresh out of county lockup. There he is. Mad Mike.
Hey, everybody.
Mike McLean, co-writer on all the Coffin Comics stuff since Lady Death Damnation game. Mike, here we are. Man, set the scene. What's up?
I'm blown away by the fact that Brian called this a modest Kickstarter.
This is a modest.
This is a coffin modest.
Coffin modest.
Yes. I am just truly very excited about this 30-year anniversary, huge storyline.
Yeah, no joke.
Involving almost all of the Coffin cast. I can't wait to kick it off.
Yeah, man. When we say co-starring, like in this storyline, Demonic Omens co-starring Hell Witch, Chaotica, Lady Satana. I mean, they get pages. Stuff's happening. There are subplots, man, that are going to come to a head, and it's going to change the game. At the end of this year, 2024, when you get the last chapter in your hands, Hell Witch, Lady Death, Hellgasm, the game is going to change. So
nothing will be the same.
Nothing will be the same, and that's what's up. So, okay, let's bring it down a little minute and talk about the actual storyline. Demonic Omens. Can you set it up for those watching out there?
Yeah, so if you remember from the last issue, Lady Death is back after surprisingly been gone for 2 years. The world probably thought she was gone forever.
Yeah.
She comes to a world.
And they were happy about it.
And they were happy. The world has never been more prosperous and peaceful. And here
peace
comes
in the Middle East.
Peace in the Middle East. Starvation gone, and Lady Death comes back, and it all goes to hell.
That's
because
true.
A strange demonic plague starts to sweep through the whole entire world. Slowly at first, insidious, begins to sweep through, people becoming possessed by demonic beings, lighting fires, and with the chant, the first shall bleed.
The first shall bleed. Now, look, I guess we are like both fans of 70s satanic panic movies, everything from Exorcist, Omen, the list goes on and on, Rosemary's Baby. And to the degree possible in this crazy recipe that is Coffin Comics, we're always listening to that. And I guess the other thing that we're really listening to was the classic Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
yeah.
the 1970s Philip Kaufman version in particular, I believe, where there is this little plague that sort of takes over everything in plain sight, and it's by the time people figure it out, it's too late.
And if you haven't seen it in a while, watch it. That movie holds up.
Oh, it holds
so
up.
Good.
That's on my yearly watch list.
Yeah, it's
all the
great.
Invasion of the Body Snatcher movies, particularly the first, second. Yeah, so there's a lot of components to a Coffin Comics Kickstarter, right? There's the story for people who like to read story. There is collectibility for people who like collectibles. So you will see that we have a lot of beautiful imagery, and I will let our camera person, Tegan, rock through a bunch of beautiful stuff. Why don't you get in there and give people a nice close-up while I go to my trailer and take a nap, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Now.
So yeah, 23 minutes to go. Here's the beautiful premiere edition. Again, Diego Bernard returning with his wonderful talents. Neo-colorist Wes Hartman coming on board, providing beautiful, luxurious, lush coloring. This is an alive edition, which is there to indicate that Lady Death may very well present herself as alive for a portion of this story. That hasn't been done till the controversial storyline in the early 00s. So Lady Death has not been presented as alive for 23 years. But because it's 30th anniversary, kind of want to hearken to different eras of the character, so hence the name checking alive. Next up, beautiful Sora Song, Juan Castro and Edwin Zalvadar really leaning into that kind of occult feel. Now, I can't explain how this relates to this story. This gorgeous Athena by Mike Crone, but it's just a gorgeous Athena by Mike Crone. Next up, here's one where I've already gotten pushback from. This is the Naughty Edition by Sun K.
Beautiful.
We love it.
We love it.
The Pentagram, Black Phillip, all this stuff. I've gotten PMs, people kind of responding to it negatively, saying we've gone to the dark side. Well, here's the thing. I think those folks are undereducated. Coffin Comics characters all fight the dark side, in fact. And what this is indicating is that perhaps our main character, the woman we love so much, Lady Death, might succumb to the darkness in the story. Maybe Satanus has possessed Lady Death and hellified her. In fact, there's a distinct possibility that many of our characters become hellified, and all hope could be lost. I don't know. You have to read the story. Continuing on, Mike DiBalfo brings his phenomenal talents to our foil edition, which coincidentally I think is showing green foil, but it'll be red foil. Next up, harkening back to the great Odyssey era of Lady Death in the 90s, Anthony Spey provides his considerable talents on the holofoil edition that indicates back with the Odyssey armor. Next up, Dawn McTague providing the heavy metal edition. Dawn McTague, the one and the only. Also, what a bevy of amazing talents. Rob Liefeld, Steven Segovia, David Nakayama. These images are available as comic books, prints, or cards. Can you dig it? We love to do the chase editions. So we've got this gorgeous commission by Superfiend, Matthew Stapleton, and we colored it every which way to Sunday. Pink, violet, gold. It's amazing. And that is the official chase edition. And look at the beautiful David Nakayama set available on our hard roller. No one throws in the value like Coffin Comics, and we did not do one extra comic for our high roller type collector set. We did two.
What?
Now this next image is the metal jewel, and here to talk about it is the one and only Arizona's own native son, Monty Moore.
It's true. I was actually born here.
That's right. So native son, let's get in there real tight and okay, let's talk a little bit about the challenge.
Metal, I love it.
I like that this is Lady Death portrayed as a queen of the damned. Talk to me a little bit more about that.
It was kind of an interesting challenge because when you, a lot of times when you give me maybe a series for the year, then you say, hey, we got some flavor we're going for.
Right.
And so you sent me some images of some very cool and eclectic movie posters from that era that were quite a bit different than other things we've done, right?
Yep.
Because some of those covers are you remember some of the specific movies that you had sent me?
Yeah, so we're talking a lot of 70s satanic panic stuff, whether it's
different color
Hammer,
combinations,
right.
things like that. A little more edgy, not fun comic booky stuff. Like, people were kind of going more gritty. So
yes.
On this particular piece, I was trying to do something that maybe had kind of a different take on the background and the styles and the colors. So obviously the very first one I wanted to do, I kind of wanted to go with more of that color palette that's orange, yellow, fire, but there's a little bit of an ornate background partly in there, but not in an Alphonse Mucha kind of way, which we've already done.
Right.
But there was other samples that you had sent that had a little bit of that flavor that gave me that idea. So still trying to capture her mystery and sensuality, but not taking it out the same door that we've done before. So different kind of outfit and look, and you give so much freedom that there's, in my opinion, there seems to be very seldom changes to concepts as long as it's headed in the right direction.
Headed in the right direction. Yeah, well, again, she looks like the queen of the damned. There's actually one of my favorite images that you've done for Coffin Comics.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something, man.
So
How
this
many
is,
images?
Beautiful.
if I had to get, so 10 years.
Yeah.
We've been doing covers pretty
That's not
regularly.
even counting like the chaos era.
Right.
So the coffin era.
Yeah. I don't know. Anybody know how many images are in the master's book?
Only 24.
Oh, well, there's got to be 60
Yeah, about
or,
that.
or more, 60 or 70. So, hey, then maybe that's only volume 1. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's
So,
possible.
seriously, though, I got to say, because that book, I know people were just receiving it this week, and I just got my copy today, actually. That was an honor to have a master's edition of collected works of that. So, to me, that's kind of one of those career milestones that just kind of makes you a little bit giddy.
That's awesome. I'm glad people
Giddy's
look
not
at
a
it
word that's used around here that much, but I'm a little.
Hey, we get giddy because we're all about fun and excitement, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to collect all that imagery together in one cool volume. It's a comic, so it's cool. And the cover you did for it is just bananas.
Thank you.
Now-
And all painted. You got to keep in mind, there are fewer painters in the industry, right? We have a lot of amazing technology today that allows people to do all of the beautiful work that you see here.
Yeah.
And sometimes just a more efficient manner.
Sure.
But I guess the little bit of the old school illustrator in me, who was influenced by so many of the great artists, fantasy artists and comic artists, is I just still get a little bit of a charge out of kind of looking and going, oh, I think maybe I'm the only guy who's slinging paint here.
That's right.
And I don't know. I dig it.
Dude, you're absolutely an original, and you have a place in the world of art for your entire life. There's nothing to worry about. This AI thing is just a thing, and nothing will replace it. Now, look, Monty Moore, you're also a longtime ally of our Arizona-based event, Sworn Fest. And we are about to have a Sworn Fest kicking off February 23, 4, and 5. While we're here, I want to give people an exclusive look at some of the merch. So let's go this way, and we're going to give people a little look.
Walk this way.
Walk this way. For those of you who ordered the Sworn Fest merch, here is the coin. Front, back. Here, I'll put it there
It's
so you can
beautiful,
even
by
get
the
it.
way.
The coin came out really rad.
Superb.
And then here is the Sworn Fest shirt, which is very loud and proud.
Randy modeled it the other day. She looked so beautiful.
Mike, is that your size there?
That's like Mike's half shirt. And then this is how the hoodie came out. And when you have it on, that's where the hood lands. And that's the back. And then here is the front. So these came out terrific. We'll rock them out at Sworn Fest. There's a little more information about Sworn Fest. If you have not gotten your weekend pass and tickets,
Do it now.
do it now because it's gonna be ridiculous.
Do you know if there's any betting going on who the first person will be to have their mugshot taken in?
Well, we can incentivize people. I better not. Now, Coffin Comics Kickstarter is made up of a lot of elements. So you got your folks who like to read the comics, collect the comics, but people always like to know about our add-ons. So let's discuss them, shall we? Come on over here. The add-on that we are so proud to present is the Lady Death 30th Anniversary coin. The coin, which this is an actual demonstration of finished goods, comes with its own display as portrayed here. That's the front of the coin, and here's what the back looks like. The silver coin, limited to 1,000 copies, is over 4 inches tall. Please compare it to this current coin, or for fun, this will really tease people, or compare it to this particular Hell Witch coin, variant limited to 100 copies. That looks amazing. Yeah, so this coin will be available on the Kick for 35 bucks, but it's also available in different versions. So this is the silver, available for $35. This is the copper, limited to 299 copies, available for $50. I'm here to let you know that this is 2.7 inches in diameter, and that each coin weighs 4 ounces, and they come with the display. Also, the packaging opens and closes such that you could replace your coin, no problem, and not hurt the packaging. Want to thank our partners on this one, Colossal Coins. Rounding out this element of the promotion is the gold edition. It is limited to 99 coins for 99 bucks a piece. So get them while they're getting good. We spent months and months and months working back and forth with our factory and our manufacturer, who was a real good sport about this. So when you consider your Kickstarter add-ons, please consider the coin. Next up, feast your eyes on the Sworn Club Year 4 t-shirt. This imagery also does harken back to the 70s Satanic Panic. There's Lady Death in a mystical posture, holding some of our other characters. There's a gorgeous cemetery in the background. There's Lady Satanist. There's everybody. And this was definitely inspired. A lot of these Sworn Club t-shirts have been inspired by vintage rock t-shirts. So this one is no different. Also, another add-on to consider is the Dan Mendoza Lady Tramp set. This is Naughty and Nice, limited strictly to 99 serial numbered copies and offered for $99. This is the companion piece of the, let's see here, this is the Lady Tramp. So it was the Zombie Lady edition, where it portrayed Lady Death more in the zombie tramp imagery. And this is the beautiful companion piece for that one. The next thing I'd like you to consider as an add-on, because this year it's being portrayed on the campaign as an add-on, is our mystery envelopes. Our mystery envelopes this time around are limited to 1,225, I believe. Is that accurate? It is accurate. And it features artwork by Richard Ortiz, Dawn McTague, Billy Tucci in pearls. Bud Root, David Harrigan, Elias Chatzudis, Sabine Rich, Marissa Pope, Ryan Kincaid, Giancarlo B., Sora Sung, Omar Zalbadar, Diego Bernard, and gorgeous design variants by Diego Bernard. You will notice these are all killer, no filler. And I love it. Folks, we have about 10 minutes before we launch the campaign. I want to point out a couple of other items for you to indulge yourself on. First one, the 24 by 36 Lady Death Possessed poster by Sun K. This will really piss off your friends, family, and neighbors, and that is what it's designed to do. Did I say that out loud? It's true. Now, we're about 10 minutes or so before we launch, I believe, and I'd like to take an opportunity to introduce some of the people that make this thing go. So, without further ado, always on the wheels of steel, ready to press that button, the one and only Nick G. You can see that because Nick is wearing his Dungeons and Dragons shirt, that means he ascribes to a satanic lifestyle. And of course, Moonshine Mel, here for all your customer service needs. Right, that's right. You guys remember that cat meme? So Mel's here to support customer service. Any questions you may have. Overseeing the whole situation is the one and only Jimmy Coffin.
What's up, Pete? What's going on? Thank you for joining us. This is gonna get crazy tonight. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Yeah. He's trying to get Jimmy to stretch, but he's not. He's like, he's gonna let the old man do all the work. Back to Jimmy. You got it.
Oh, this is incredible. You guys see all of these beautiful artwork on here. Not only do we have all this art, we have Mike McLean here. Handing it back to Mike.
Handing it back to Jimmy.
All right.
Good job, man. All right, let's get this situation. We have 8 minutes or less before we launch this campaign. If you haven't, please start and get a Kickstarter account now. You will not want to miss this. We have a lot of wild imagery on this one. Imagery by Steven Segovia, David Nakayama, all our great mainstays, including Mike Chrome and others. And I don't know, man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to get a Sun K poster for like some of the nuns that I used to know. When I was
It's
I went to
statements
Catholic
like
school.
it's statements like that that get us into trouble.
Well, it couldn't be a skeleton burning in flames and screaming. No, but looking forward to it. I'm very excited about this Kickstarter. Oh, and for the Sworn Fest, by the way, if you could out there, if you have any questions, I'm honored to be moderating many of the panels with our artists. If you have any questions you'd like the artists to be asked, put them in the comments or go to my Facebook page and put them there.
That's right. Mike McLean is a very special guest at Sworn Fest because he's a mainstay at Coffin Comics. And I would like to point out, gosh, I mean, let's take a look at some of this artwork. As an example, let's come over here for the discerning backer who is interested in the completely over-the-top, hyper-limited material. We have a series that we've never done before, which is the glow-in-the-dark metal. This overall tier is limited to 8 copies, 6 of which are going to be added into the, there they are! That also includes the beautiful Sun K. We give it a little, that is glow-in-the-dark metal, people. The first time Coffin has done it, and limited to 8 copies. Monty's afraid. We're gonna have to turn that light back on. We had to turn the light back on because Monty Moore, the artist, was afraid.
Actually, I was stealing comics.
There's stealing comics.
I'm afraid.
Yep, so for those of you who are fans of Steven Segovia, Rob Liefeld, Dawn McTagg, Mike Chrome, and or Sun K, we have these gorgeous, hyper rare, glow-in-the-darks, which I personally, as a collector, can't wait to get a hold of. The Legend tier features legend work by Rob Liefeld and Steven Segovia, presented in ways we have not presented before. For example, Legend tier, Metal Legend, limited to 90 copies, Bloody Holofoil, and this insane extra foil. And this one, right now that you see the foil is silver, but actually when we do the final, it should be red because it's blood. Nick, I just want to make a note. I don't know how that happened. Want to make these bloody. When I got Rob's cover in, I was so surprised that he threw all this blood on. It actually winds up being the bloodiest cover we've done in a really long time. And then Steven Segovia, whose work is phenomenal on Gunslinger Spawn, came on board and did these gorgeous editions. Trade dress, luxury foil. You'll notice that we're doing this gorgeous luxury foil attachment. And then the Virgin art. And this was colored by Elmer Santos. Elmer is working with us on a secret project, not so secret project. He's working with us on Mike Moore.
Okay, so I have a question for Brian. This is an unsolicited question. Have you ever been accused of keeping all of the best artists in the industry so busy that no one else can hire them?
I try.
Because you look at some of the lineup here and I'm like, oh, Steven Segovia, like haven't seen a cover from him. And
Yeah.
you see some of these other people, you know, where you've also helped discover a lot of artists that really have brought them more to the forefront.
Thank you for
So-
acknowledging that.
Well, no, whether it be a colorist or artists that are now, they're 5-6 years into the industry.
Yeah.
But there's got to be, I could probably rattle off half a dozen that I know you were probably the first people to publish them. And hopefully they're all now full-time artists. They
Yeah.
get to leave the hobby part behind and make their dream come true. So I think that that's very cool because you guys are a very art-focused
We are.
company, but also one that never sacrifices story. And I think that that's one of the things that the fans have gotten back to me, that people are like, oh my gosh, you know, you draw and do comic books, and I want to go, you've never read some of these stories. Like, these are very serious stories with powerful themes and characters and dialogue. And I think that people sometimes write off comic books as bubblegum and popcorn, right? Like, it's this lighthearted thing as opposed to seriously dramatic stories.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that Coffin can hold its head high about. And well, actually, your whole career.
I'm into the story. You know, it's like for the outsiders who don't get it, they don't think there's a story. But for the people who read it and enjoy it, it connects, right?
Right. Well, years ago, the appearance of Lady Death in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is bedside material. And
Right,
fans came out and just ate people alive and
Right.
were like, you are not reading these stories.
Yeah.
And that was just very cool
Yeah.
from a fan.
Well, thank you. I, as a fan of the, I'm just doing a check. We got about 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Brian, we got Diego Bernard hot on the feed here. What is going
Diego Bernard, I'm so happy to see you live. Diego, this is Diego Bernard's cover for this image, and it really kicks off the storyline, our year-long storyline. We are so happy to have Diego Bernard on. It's always a joy getting Diego's pages every day during the work week and see the story that we wrote realized so much more than we ever imagined.
Yeah, he's not just an amazing artist, he's a great storyteller. That's a rare combination. Every page wows you, and yet they all work together to build the story.
It's amazing. So yeah, we're grateful and gratified that Diego Bernard chooses to work with Coffin Comics. I am super clear. He can work anywhere he wants, but look so much forward, Diego, to seeing you at Swornfest where we will connect. It's awesome. Well, here we are. If this is accurate, oh my Lord.
Oh!
2 minutes or less. Holding it down on security tonight is the one and only resident dad, Jeff. And of course in the house is our management team. You have La Presidenta.
Hi, everybody.
Francisca.
Ask me what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I am practicing acquainting you all at Swornfest.
That's right. You heard it from
Don't forget your coin or I'm going to get you.
That's right. Well, okay. And then, of course, we have the one and only Scandal, Brandy Scandal.
Not only is it the launch, but it's also Jordan Knight Day. So I am doing both.
Oh,
So
Lord.
happy Kickstarter and happy Jordan Knight Day, everybody. You're welcome.
What are you going to do? All right, everybody. Less than a minute. Does that sound accurate? All right, everybody. Let's get Mike McLean over here. Get behind there. Monty, if you want to come. Yeah, let's tell everybody we're going to do the countdown.
From the last 15.
Sure. Countdown from the last 15. Fingers crossed. Monty, you jump back here. Let's pop some of those. Pop some of those beers. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to count down again.
44.
We know everybody's actually counting out there live in the world of Coffin. They're doing their own countdown. Because everybody wants to be number one.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
There we go.
Oh, internet went down.
Monty.
We're live.
All right,
Let's refresh.
Yeah, we like to see the spinny ball of money.
Come on, we're at 0.
That's because everybody's adding on.
That's a technical.
We're at $1.
Oh,
We got
$1.
I want my $2.
$40. Let's do it.
All right,
Six
you
packer.
hit your goal.
3,000.
What is the goal?
12 back.
Really? Wow, that was fast. That was insane. That was like 10 seconds.
3,000.
Set 8,000.
There we go. 18 backers.
18 backers.
8,000.
9,000, 10,000, 11, 12.
12.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wow, you guys.
Show complete abandon and enjoy yourself, all your needs. What do you got?
I got
1 minute and 4
Our-
seconds.
number one,
What? Oh, who's our number one backer?
Sarah H.
We know you, Sarah. We're at 23,000, 45 backers.
In under a minute?
Yep.
A minute and 4 seconds.
Tim Q, backer 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, we know
Good job,
Tim Q.
Tim.
Chad G, backer 10.
There's Haley.
From Australia.
34,071 backers, less than a minute. I don't know what time. Something like that.
Haley's probably up in the middle of the night. We don't know what time it is there.
Well, thank you, everybody,
Understandable.
backing the project. And the first night is super and crucial to our success. We thank you for that. It is
Nick, settle
amazing.
down.
We're
Crazy.
at 40,000, everybody. 29,
Wow.
84 back, 41,000. I don't know what kind of timing we got.
Under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes. This is great. It's going good. I'm gonna get a beer. Please speak amongst yourself.
Was that like nearly 100 backers, and that's insane.
Backer 29.
There it goes. There's
is
over
Mike
100.
Flanagan.
Over 100.
Woo, 100, over 100 backers. It's fun looking at different, either your phone or the screen here.
50,000.
50,000. How many minutes? What?
That was 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
2 minutes and 20 seconds. Thank you. my
Backer
friend. Oh, I
Stapleton,
didn't-
backer 54.
I believe that
54,000.
should be called #curve record.
Ooh.
Right?
backer
In the class, you're the curve record.
Sworn Nation is mighty. We thank
And
you.
will not be stopped ever.
We never take this stuff for granted, and you probably know that I'm usually a nervous wreck. I mean, I got to play my cool and stuff, but I'm like a nervous wreck behind the scenes the whole time. And
Well, you're more like the Terminator. You'll never stop.
no,
Ever.
correct, correct. Persistence, persistence, persistence. Even against
Right?
all odds, my own body failing me, it doesn't matter. I will
Get it.
persist.
We don't want his body failing though.
No. We're at 60,000, 132 backers, and how much time are we at?
We are at 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
3 minutes, 18.
Hey.
All right, let's go over to the marketing manager,
Yeah,
Jimmy
that's
Coffin,
okay
and see
now.
how he feels.
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. This is Lady Death's 30th anniversary, so this is gonna be an amazing year. This is just the start of it. This is the first Kickstarter of the Hell-Again series,
Happy
so
40th.
this is gonna be amazing. Can't wait to see what happens. So we launched this right now, but this is just the beginning
That's right.
because we got
Almost
30
by the end
days
of
of
the
going. And we got some fun, crazy excitement. Ain't that right? Yeah, that's right. So stick around. This is just the beginning. Tell everyone you know to back now, pledge now. This is, like Brian said, this is crucial. This first 24 hours is very crucial for this Kickstarter. And how this does, it's going to take us through the, well, it might do the hockey puck effect and take us as far as we're
The ultra mega demonic VIP is sold out.
sold out. Sold out. Oh.
So I didn't get one from other coins.
The 30th anniversary gold coin sold out.
All right.
I didn't expect that.
All right, I gotta
Are
go
we
do
sure?
my-
Is our inventory right?
Seriously. Hey, excuse me, I gotta go do my pledge, because I wanted one of those, and now they're gone.
Yeah, make sure our inventory is correct on that.
Yeah, that's probably more to add.
Okay, we're adding more because it's a long story with Kickstarter.
Okay,
We
now
have
adding
to.
more now.
Adding.
Yeah, and stand by, please. We're
70,000.
adding more coins.
70, let's go. Who can get us to 100? Who's feeling lucky? I just need a $30,000 pledge to get to that 100 mark. Okay, we're adding more on the silver coin. I know there's a lot of
Here we
hype about
go.
the coin.
Those coins are magnificent.
They're
Did y'all
quite
see
great.
how big they are?
Yes.
They're gorgeous. They're sculpted.
Here, Tegan, let's jump back over to the coin, talk about it. Happy everyone's backing. This is the gold coin. This is what a average coin looks like. This thing weighs 4 ounces. It could probably take somebody out. This is what the back of it looks. It looks magnificent, truthfully. Very excited about this object. How we doing over there on the money? Let's see. We're at 74,188 backers. Who can get us over there to 7 to over 100?
5 minutes.
Mike McLean, take us, let's go over here. Use that always as a background. Always, our beautiful art is always the background, maybe closer to the middle, our focus art. Yeah, take us down memory lane.
Well, I was trying to figure out how long have we been working together. It's been 9 years. I believe.
Yeah, but even before people knew it, we worked together
Worked
for
together for about a year and a half before. It's always amazing. Every time we do these Kickstarters, it blows me away. Just thank you so much. I'm very excited about the storyline. It's the biggest story we've ever done by far. I know we've said that a couple times.
It's true.
But this time it's true.
It's even bigger than the thing I wrote back in the 90s called Armageddon. It's just massive.
It's all four big comics this year, plus the extras that
Yeah.
are not related, but
Right.
it's the biggest Coffin year ever, I think.
It is, because it's the 30th anniversary, it had to be the biggest storyline of all time. You know, sometimes my friend Billy Tucci ribs me a little bit that the stories are so epic. But that's one of the things I like about comics is that we don't have to worry about a budget. So why don't we just go crazy?
If you want to burn an entire city and
Yeah.
go to hell and go and back and forth again.
Yeah, we've destroyed like entire cities and stuff. It's fun. In any event,
Epic
let's
battles.
see what's going on over here. This is sort of like are we monitoring sellouts and stuff?
We're replenishing coins.
We're replenishing coins.
And it looks like we only have one mega demonic VIP set left.
Yeah.
Looks like we have,
No, I'm showing 0 on both of them.
oh, wait,
I was gonna say I'll take it, but.
Yeah, we're having mega and ultra mega.
okay, sold out, sorry.
But thank you.
And thank you. And the numbers continue to climb. 255 backers, 89,000. We're climbing towards 100.
I helped, I was backer 216.
Thank you.
I had to get a coin because you guys were getting them all. And there was gonna be, wait for it, no more. But I got them.
On the road to, can we get there? On the road to 100. And what kind of time are we at?
Give it another
8 minutes.
Give it another 20 seconds.
8 minutes. That's great timing on that. Monty Moore, how you feeling about all this?
You guys continue to like raise the bar and then kick it over the pole and then out of the stadium and then down the street. And the rest of us are like, what just happened? I mean, seriously, it's like ludicrous. It's like ludicrous speed. What was that? Was it ludicrous speed?
Christine was Spaceball.
Spaceballs. Perfect reference. Inside joke. That's right. Ludicrous speed. That to me, that's ludicrous speed.
Well, it looks like we had a little stall out here. Who can put us over? Okay, we're back in the game. Who could, anybody have $6,000 to put us over 100?
Well, you know, to Brian, a stall out is anything that's a gap of more like 4 to 6 seconds.
Microsecond.
He starts getting nervous then.
I do.
What's going on? Oh, okay. Somebody's like, hey man, I was getting a snack. All right, now I got my budget.
Oh. Oh.
94.
95.
Whoa.
Going.
So sometimes, Tegan, you'll see comments on the side. If there's any comments, questions, or concerns,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could raise them up and we could answer them.
Nick, give us some cool comments. Do you have any cool comments?
Well, we have them right
here.
here.
Actually, I have the controlling over here. So
Okay.
are all the coins sold out?
No, we're restocking.
So we're restocking.
We're restocking.
You might as well just like put them all on because tonight's the night. We're closing in on 100 with 300 backers.
97.
Okay, 97. Put us over, everybody. Tonight's the night. This is it.
3,000 more. Let's go.
3,000 more. That's just like 3 legends. Somebody buy a legend right now.
I had a large
Do we have
pizza
any
that was
left?
one smaller than that coin.
98.
2,000 away. And Brandy Sparkle seems to be keeping time. That's 303 backers.
Because Coffin Comics is what? Too legit to quit.
That's right.
Too legit. Too legit.
I'm taking this like hand over to me. Dios mio.
You're doing the Italian thing.
Dios mio. Vaffanculo.
Oh, you're getting close.
Oh!
Here it comes.
Who's gonna put us over? Put us over. Put us over. Somebody buy a high roller.
10 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
You have to break it down.
What's up? What's up?
Shot.
Classic shot time. Right.
Shot time.
Let's do this thing. Who's in on some shots?
Well,
We all fall into place like right off the bat.
Okay, so there's either, we can have whiskey, or we can have,
That's mead.
Oh, yes,
Mead.
please.
Oh, apple pie reserve.
apple, what is this?
Yeah. Okay, so it's not mead. It's Uncle Dirty's apple pie reserve. Which is great.
Yes.
Yes?
And as you can tell, puts hair on your chest.
That's right. Okay, let's do them up there.
All right, who's gonna have one?
The
Show of
inebriator.
hands.
That's right.
Custom handmade by the inebriator. I will
I will
take the private label White Lightning made in a rusty
I'll
boot.
have Uncle Dirty's Dirty Reserve.
Made in a rusty boot.
Well, it was a Judge Dredd boot, so it was rusty.
Like I said, that would be instant. I can't.
You want
do
apple
moonshine
pie?
anymore.
Okay. Moonshine just really agrees with me. I don't know what else to
What
tell
I
you.
want to know is
That's
that
the outline.
LIFO covered available as a single.
Which one?
The LIFO covered.
It's not. It's the Liefeld cover is part of an upper tier and limited to 90 copies or less. During this Kickstarter campaign, will be the lowest numbered Liefeld editions, and then we won't do low numbers again. Later in the year, by agreement with Rob, we'll be doing trade dress, virgin art, and raw, and those will be open editions available to the public somewhere during the summer.
So how many of the numbered ones are available?
So there's no edition higher than 90 copies by Rob, and some editions are as low as 8.
Could you imagine having a Rob Liefeld limited to 8 copies?
That's gotta
I
be
can.
first.
I can. All right, everybody, who's drinking? Francisca's having.
It's probably a smaller list to say who's not drinking.
Yeah, that's right. Especially with this crowd.
Dropping.
Uh-oh.
Coop, get in
No.
here. And so Francisca,
Yeah,
would you like to do a toast?
I would.
Here we go.
To Sworn Nation, thank you for always supporting us, being part of this amazing family. We love you guys and gals, and we honor you. And when you come to Sworn Fest, we are going to party with you.
We are going to rock your world.
Thank you.
It's gonna be on like Donkey Kong.
Whoa!
Hey! Woo! I'm gonna sip mine.
Woo!
Because I'm a lady.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Whoa.
I give that 2 snaps and a whistle.
Folks, let's go back over to our main area. Myself, Mike, Monty, whoever wants to be part of this wrap up. Here we are. Well, that's good. I can't explain it. It just agrees with me.
My hair just did that.
Don't be afraid. Get in tight. Folks, that's what I'm saying. No, it's great. So this is what I'm saying. Lady Death Demonic Omens is just kicked off. We have 30 days of madness. Additionally, here comes Sworn Fest. This is time to sworn it up. It's Lady Death's 30th anniversary. Indulge your wildest delights. If there's anything that thrills and tantalizes you on this campaign, just go for it. Life is for living. Who gives a F about tomorrow? Come on out to Sworn Fest. You guys and gals have been great. We've been the Coffin Comics crew. We are going to party with you later. Sayonara, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Brian Pulido, creator of Lady Death, and we are back to unleash the most savage chapter of Lady Death's undead life. An all-new 64-page original graphic novel entitled Lady Death, Demonic Omens. Lady Death returns to our Earth, only to discover 2 years have passed and unprecedented prosperity has spread across the globe. But soon, this peace is slashed to bloody pieces. A strange and savage cult emerges, bent on chaos and destruction. Like a virus, its numbers multiply and disperse, burning everything in their wake. Now, Lady Death must race against time and battle demonic forces to save a trusted friend from an unspeakable fate. Watching from the shadows, an old foe devises a nefarious plan to dominate the world and bring Lady Death to her knees. The company-wide crossover event starts here. Guest starring La Muerta, Hell Witch, Lady Satanus, and Chaotica. Helping me bring this hellacious chapter to life is our returning team. Co-writer Mike McLean, illustrator Diego Bernard, colorist Wes Hartman, veteran letterer Marshall Dillon. And look, here's the thing. This project is done. We just got to print. I need your help, because let's be honest, you're the one that makes this happen. Please pledge now and tell everyone you know. Thank you so much, everybody. You rule.